What's up, guys? Tristan here with Team Bubble. I'm going to bring you my first place locals Lightsworn deck I brought the other day. It's a pretty good deck. Me and David have been tweaking with it the past couple weeks. We got the idea from the guy who won the ARG 1K like a couple weeks ago, and we've just been like tinkering it with more. This is a Lightsworn plant build. It's no zombies. It's a 45 card main deck. So yeah, we'll get right into it and I can explain some of our choices for the cards. So for the Lightsworn engine, you run 2 Raiden, 2 Lumina, 3 Wolf, 2 Felice, 1 Twilight Lila, and 1 Twilight Raikou. Sorry for the glare there. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go, a little bit better. So the reason why I run this lineup, Wolves are obvious because milling them is really good. Double Lumina, she really helps you extend your plays and gets cards out of your hand. You can discard your Fairy Tale Snow and any other dead type of cards. And Raiden also, you only want 2 because you have a lot of normal summons in the deck. And even though he is one of the better normal summons, you don't want to do it too often. You don't want to see multiples ever. So then 2 Felice, she's pretty standard. We didn't want to run 3. The guy who won the ARG did run 3, just because we felt Felice is a lot weaker than Wolf. Wolf can be summoned off of any mill, where this is only a monster effect. So like Charge Light Brigade and Solar Recharge and Foolish does not work with her. So that's why we only ran 2. And now for these guys, they do a lot of different things. Raikou is non-targeting Banish, so like that's really good. Gets a lot of just hard to deal with monsters. And then also with Lila, she's good in your Pendulum matchup. And then also when you activate a Lightsworn effect, you mill 3 with her. So it's pretty nice. So that's it for the Lightsworn engine. Next for the plant engine, we are only running 2 Scorpio, 1 Cobra, and then 3 Lone Fire Blossom. So pretty much we run 5 Scorpio because of the 3 Lone Fire and then 2 Scorpio itself. I was running 3 on Thursday, but we did cut it because it's not necessary. Like this is one of your big win conditions of the deck. If you open this combo, it's really good. For those of you who don't know, this specials this from the deck by discarding a card, and when this is summoned, you get to add a fusion card from your deck. So that includes Instant Fusion or Brilliant Fusion. So this opens up a lot of plays for you, and that's why originally we wanted to put the zombie engine in here, but we felt that the plant engine was just a lot more consistent, first off, and more powerful. So that's it for the plants. Next for our other supporting cast, we have 3 Fairy Tale Snow, your main win condition. This card is just absolutely nuts. It should not be at 3. Having like multiple snows in the grave, you just auto win. Next, Orbital Hydrolander. This card is freaking insane. It's a Judgment Dragon on crack for the most part. If you have 5 or more different monsters in your grave with different names, you can special summon it for free. And then it's a quick effect. Once per turn, you can mill 3 cards from your deck. And if there's no monsters with the same name in your graveyard, you can then pop a card on the field. So this is really good. If you have like both of these on field, your opponent's gonna have a really tough time. So those are like our other like boss type monsters. Next up for a warrior engine, we have 2 Goblinberg and a Photon Thrasher. The reason why we run Goblinberg more of than Photon Thrasher is because Goblinbergs are Earth, and so that's really important with Mrs. Radiant play. But yeah, both those guys just give you extra summons. And then for the rest of the Brilliant Fusion combo stuff, we have 1 Clown, 1 Garnet, and 1 Heroic Challenger Thousand Blades. It's the standard combo. And then finally for our hand traps, we are just running 1 Max C, and 3 Ash Blossom. These are the best hand traps in the game. I feel like you don't have to main deck anything else, because you don't want to brick with multiple hand traps in your hand if you do go first. So I feel like that's the right amount. Next up for the spells, we run 3 Charge the Light Brigade and 3 Solar Recharge. If you're running Lightsworn, you gotta run these. And this is never bricky in this build, which is really nice. We do run enough Lightsworns. Next for the fusions, 2 Brilliant, 1 Instant. Instead of running the third Brilliant, I figured we run the Instant Fusion. It just gives you a couple extra options when doing stuff, and that way if you open a Brilliant Fusion with the Predator Plant engine, it gives you something else to search. And for our last 1-0s, we run 1 Rhoda, 1 Foolish, and 1 Soul Charge. Just all good 1-0s. So that's it for the main deck. Like I said, it is 45 cards. Off to the extra deck. We are running 2 Minerva. You do need to run 2. If you don't, you're kidding yourself. 1 Tornado and 1 Direwolf. These are just your utility cards for whatever you need. And then we have the Utopia engine. You need this to get over stuff like Borlo Dragon and Beals and just other wacky stuff. And then for the final Xyz monster, we do run 1 MX Saber Evoker because that is for the plant engine. For our fusions, we just run the 1 Seraph Knights and 1 Theseus. Theseus goes with your instant fusion target. It's really good with like Lumina. You can make it Omega, or with like if you had an extra plant for some reason. It gives you lots of options. I do want to try and fit a level 4 fusion in here, just because there are instances where that would be really helpful, but I don't know where the room is yet. So if you guys have any suggestions, definitely leave one down below. For our synchros, we run 1 Michael, 1 Black Rose, and 1 Omega. They're all pretty self-explanatory. Omega is one of the best synchros ever printed. Michael's really good in this deck because it's banishing, and then Black Rose just clears boards, so they're all pretty good. And then lastly, our Link monsters. We have 1 Mrs. Radiant, 1 Decode Talker, and 1 Borlo Dragon. Originally I was running 2 Omega, but then we cut that for the board load because it does come up a lot, and overall it's very good. Now finally for the side deck is alright. It does need some tweaking. We got 2 Drone Lock, 2 Ghost Ogre. Those are our hand traps. And then we have our Kaiju package along with the Kaiju Slumber. And then we have Regeki Dark Hole and double Twin Twister. And then we finish it off with 3 Solemn Strikes. Now eventually I want to get evenly matched to put those in here, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I went 4-0 the other day. I played, what did I play? I played Eric in the final. He was playing Trickster. I played David. So that was the Mirror. I played Amazons round 1. And then round 2, I don't remember who I played round 2. But yeah, it was pretty interesting day. This deck still needs more tweaking. But let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And definitely leave a like, comment, subscribe if you want to see more stuff.